Alright guys, welcome back to another video. We are bringing back out the 308. Hopefully this session goes a little bit better than the last time. After editing that last video, I can tell that the gun was actually hitting where it was supposed to. It's just I made one critical error of thinking one bullet hole was the certain bullet hole, and I corrected to that bullet hole. Well, the bullet hole I corrected to wasn't the one that shot. So from there on, the next like 4 or 5 shots were going up and left off the page when I'm thinking they should be right on, and they were just sailing over the target. Either way, that kind of made me happy because the first outing, towards the end of it, you know, as you guys see, I was starting to get some decent groups at the end. I figured it out, but I was still confused of why it was so inaccurate at the beginning. And come to find out, it wasn't inaccurate. It was just my mistake. I did check everything on the gun, made sure everything was torqued down. So everything's good to go on that. And hopefully, see, now I do have to re-zero again because I added a new rail, which I just noticed I need to push forward again because it's a little too close to my comfort on hitting the bell of the, the bell of the tube, scope tube on the rail. There's a little bit of daylight there when you get close, but it's too close to my comfort. It is the, let's see here, I did a quick reload video on these because I just wanted to get back out to the range. I was so, I was really, not upset, but really weirded out on how it could be that inaccurate in the get-go. And I was very happy to find out that it was my mistake and not the barrel. So we are shooting 44.4. So we are going up from the last charges. The charge weights in the last one were very conservative, so now we're pushing up towards the middle and upper end with CFE. Still 155 grain bullet. As you guys saw, I posted a quick, it was just shot with my my cell phone, a quick reloading video. I just wanted to do it quickly, and plus I still had to fire form the other half of the brass, which is what we're doing right now. We're starting at 44.0 is our Fowlers, 44.3 is our first load, 44.6, 44.9, and 45.2 is where we're ending off. And this is still, like I said, 155 grain match midway bullets, boat tail hollow point. And yeah, good to go. Shooting the Shilen 308, Shilen Select Match 308, 1 in 10 twist, FTR chamber, 28 inches, sitting in an MDT chassis. So yeah, love the rifle. Hope I can get some damn good groups out of it today. And we are on the lighter end of this chamber. The chamber is an FTR chamber, which allows for like 190 or 100 and something free bore. And right now I'm just sitting mag length. So, and these are lighter end. 1 in 10 twist, I can go up to about 208. Well, Burger twist calculation says my 1 in 10 can go all the way up to 215, but we'll see. I got some 208s. We'll definitely be shooting them. I may step up a little bit heavier than that, but I don't need to go much more than 208, and we'll see from there. All right, guys, I got to get the target hung, and we'll see how this goes. Hopefully better than last time. All right, guys, I got the target at 100. I got it sighted in at 50, and it should be on at 100. Another note is the barrel is scrubbed clean. The only ones through it are the 5 Fowlers that I just shot, sighting in the scope and getting it all going for this session. Five shots, that's all that's down the barrel. It's still Yeah, not warm at all. So either way, it was scraped right back down to bare metal, and let's see if we can't get some good groups. Hopefully I'm somewhat on this first group, and then I'll just make an adjustment after. We'll feed one at a time right now. So my fowlers were not good starting off. Average of 26.14, standard deviation of 36, and an extreme spread of 110. So that is awful. I did move the chronograph a little bit during that, so I don't know. I doubt any of that has anything to do with how awful that is, but first load is 44 grains. So on the second row of dots is where I have them written. I don't even know if you guys can read that or not, but I'd rather shoot at the very bottom row. Okay, I see how I have it written. So the first dot is the fowler at 44 grains, which I just deleted it. 44 was our fowler, so next group is, or our first group is 44.3, and that would be the second dot over. I didn't shoot the fowlers at the dot I have labeled for fowlers. I shot some at the 50 to make sure I was on, and those were up at the middle of the target. So yeah, I'll shoot at the first row, second dot. Alright, so gun is level. Let's get this show on the road. Alright, so I am about 1.5 inches high. So I'm going to keep that group right where it is, and then I'm going to make an adjustment. I don't have to go, I like being a little bit above the dot anyways, but 26.44. Glass looks good. Uh, 26.66. Primers look good. Brass looks good. Still have a little charring on the neck, but this is fire forming the last 25 of our brass, so. Action feeds really well. The Action's brand new, so it is a little sticky. You guys notice extracting a round. I get the round about halfway, and then it sticks a little bit, and I gotta make sure but I think after I run the bolt quite a bit, it'll be good to go. Get a lot more comfortable on this rifle, I'll tell you. I gotta remember to wear my hand with my bench gun. It's got to be a lot higher. With this one, I gotta have my hand down lower. Everything looks good. 26.79 for that. $26.47. Looks good. Oh, it looks like it's gonna start fucking raining. Alright, 26.72 on that one. Alright, I went 3 clicks up. That way I'll bring the group down a little bit. Alright, everything looks good. So that is a SD of 13. an ES of 34 and an average of 2662. Alright, let's get the next group going. Next group is 44.6. This is all CFE 223 and 155 grain bullet. Here, you know what? I'm going to feed from the mag. Alright, next dot over. Perfect. About a ½ inch high, right above the dot. 2674. Brass looks good. That was my bad. I think I just pulled that shot. Hair high, hair left. 2638. Looks good. You notice I've on that last shot, not this last shot before that, I was trying to shoot with my thumb on this side, but I think that's why it pulled up and left. I could feel a little bit, but I don't know. I think I'm gonna just keep going with what I'm doing. With the vertical grip, most people say that's a little more comfortable with the thumb on the outside. You can get a better trigger pull, but I'll practice it a little bit more. I'll load up a bunch of just foulers and just practice. Alright, 2667. Primers are all rounded. $26.66. Looks good. Yeah, all the rounds fed real nice. I gotta build a different bench so I can get my arm a little bit further on the... Okay, that messed up the paper. Tilted it up, it looks like. 2674. Alright, average was 2664. SD was 13 and an ES of 35. 35.7. Alright, I gotta go fix that. I gotta go fix that frickin' paper. Alright, fix the paper. It's like some wind came behind the bullet there and behind the backing and pushed the paper up a little bit. Alright, moving on to 44.9. Yeah. $27.01. Brass is starting to show where where the ejector is sitting, but there's no swipe yet. Just right where right where it's sitting up against the ejector is all that's shown on the brass right now. Primers are good, nice and rounded. Just a teeny spot, no indent and no swipe yet. I can just tell a little bright spot where it's sitting. Yeah, by the way, I'm not going to have groups for the last session because it was just so... I know I did get some okay groups towards the end, but it was just so so chaotic that I just... 2701, my standard deviation with 2 shots is at 0. That one was exactly the same as the last shot. And I can't even tell where the ejector is on that one, so it was only one piece so far. It's one thing for new reloaders and new shooters or new reloaders. Always check your brass for pressure signs and start noticing because as you walk up in charge weight, you'll just start noticing slight differences with the brass. Now if you're doing like 5/10 jumps, then yeah, you may start getting, you know, more extreme pressure signs quicker, but like I just do 2/10 and 3/10, you'll start noticing just little bits as you go up. All right, let's not mess up this SD. Wouldn't that be something if all 5 shots shot 2701? 2671, jump that right up to a 14 SD. 2696. All right, the ejector spot is back. Not a swipe though. $27.42. Ouch. 22.3. Our average is 2702. SD is 22.9. And ES is 71.4. Yuck. Not good. Alright. Let's move on to the last groups here, or last load is 45.2. I may reload the our last session out here, the chaotic one, because now that I know it wasn't the load that was, you know, messing it up, it was my corrections on the turret. I may recharge. I may retry all those charge weights in the last session. Alright guys, moving on. Alright, moving on to 45.2. $27.48. Starting to get a little, primers all look good, just starting to get a little teeny swipe on it. Still feel safe going forward though. That ain't much of a swipe, but there is a little bit of one there. $27.31. Yep, same thing. Just small swipe. actually can't even see the group because there's a twig halfway between me and the target. I think it's a raspberry branch that is sticking out. It's not covering the dot, so I can I can hold my aim good, but I can't even see the group right now. 2776. A little less of a swipe on that one. Barrel's just starting to get warm. 2682. I mean, I could go a little higher. That's barely a swipe there. All right. Oh. Oh. Primers, brass, all looking good. All right, average was 2739. Ooh, that last shot jumped it, because we were at an SD of 18 and now we're at an SD of 32.3 and an ES of 94.5. Ouch. All right, let's get this back at the bench and check out the groups and brass. All right, guys, back up at the bench. Taking a look at the brass. About as good as I'm gonna get for you. It's Alpha brass, once fired. Now it's once fired. This stuff can handle quite a bit. I don't know if I can get you that swipe. Yeah, so this top row here is the highest charge, and I shouldn't even call it a swipe because it's really not. It's just where I started seeing the ejector. Yeah, just where I started seeing the ejector. And I can't really see it on camera anyways, so it's not that bad. So brass looks good for the 308. No problems. I'm not sure where we're going to go yet with that. Probably not going to go any higher with it, just because, I don't know. I mean, it's really not, I don't know, really not necessary. I'm starting to see, here, hold on, let me grab the book real quick, see if we can even go, actually no, I'll just do it. I'll do it on my phone. Let's see where we ended off at anyways and see how much higher we can go. Let's see here. Not that. I'm looking for Hornady app. Alright. 308 Winchester 11th edition. 155 grain. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Yeah, it don't matter either way. Alright, so CFE 223, 155 grain bullet. We were at 44.3 for our first charge. So that's a little bit above middle. Or no, I guess middle is 45.3. And we ended off at 45.2. So yeah, we could push a little bit more. Because we're ending right at middle right now. Well, we're in between middle, because middle technically is 43.9 to 45.3. That's middle charge weight for 55 grain CFE 223. So the next steps would be from, obviously 45.2 is where we ended off. They have 45.3 at the upper middle. So they have CFE ending at 49.6. So yeah, I still have quite a ways to go to get top end. yeah, you know what, we'll push it a little bit more. Why not? It's good alpha brass. Definitely can handle it. We're still nowhere near, like I said, we're upper middle. So the next charge weights will probably, we'll figure that out in the next video, next reloading video. But we'll probably start, yeah, that's probably what we'll do. Just start off at 45.2 and work 3/10 after that. And that will get us up, you know, definitely closer to the top. Alright, let's look at groups. Make sure you guys can see that. Alright, so I have the groups written up here on this line, but I was aiming for this dot. Just because I could see these ones better. Yeah, I could just see them better. The ones in the black, when I make another one of these, I'm not going to put them in the black square anymore because it's a bitch to see your damn hits. So, first group, aiming here. That's right after sighting it at 50, so that's where the group hit. So that's not bad. I didn't make an adjustment until the second dot. But let's see where we're sitting at on our first group. At 44.3. So middle, I opened them up pretty much perfect. Middle to middle is just over an inch there. Can you guys see that? Yeah, just over an inch. 1.087. Then I made a correction down, I think 2 or 3. You guys will hear it in the video anyways. Made a correction. Middle to middle there. Say right about there. Furthest bullet to the furthest bullet. 0.741. So under an inch. Happy. This is still the first, you know, Christ, 20 rounds. Or no, we're getting to 50. After all these, we're at 50. Because first 25 and then this 25. So yeah, there's 50 rounds down the barrel as of now. But at this group, we're still sitting at like, yeah, 30, 35 bullets, something like that. So I'm pretty happy with that. So yeah, to explain what I did the last time, so after the first 25 in that session, I scrubbed the barrel back down to bare metal, nice shiny, no carbon, no copper left. If you guys want to see my routine, just let me know. I can show you how to clean a barrel pretty quick. Now, I say quick, but I clean every 150, 200 rounds, so, I mean, 3,000 rounds, if you're starting, or 2,000 rounds, you know, you're going to be a lot harder. But if you're still cleaning pretty frequently and having a hard time, I can show you my routine. I get it, I don't know, pretty damn quick. I'd say 20 minutes tops under that. And I always condition my barrel with IOSO. And that helps with copper filing from there on out. After the first, that's my break-in now anyways, is kind of like shoot 25 bullets or 20 to 35 bullets and then scrub it back down to bare metal with my carbon and copper cleaner, and then I take IOSO and get the rest of the carbon and copper out with that and end it with that, because you're supposed to leave IOSO not in the barrel, but you're not supposed to chase after IOSO. After you clean out IOSO, dry patch IOSO out so there's no more white and black gunk, and you're good to go. And that's supposed to, and it does. It's supposed to, and it does help. That's what I've noticed, help with copper filing. Because my bench rest rifle, man, that used to copper up horribly. Just, I could put 10 bullets through it, and it frickin' copper left behind in that barrel was ridiculous. After my first IOSO, it's good to go. I barely have to use copper cleaner now. I still do, and I'll get a little blue here and there, but not much. Alright, moving on here. So, third group. Can you guys see? Yeah, there we go. Alright, third group. Almost looks identical to that one. Look at that. I just noticed that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 right side by side. Alright, that's kind of cool. This one looks a little bit longer than that one. Definitely some horizontal. About there. That looks about right to me. Middle to middle. Furthest bullets apart. Can you see? Yeah, there you go. 803. So still under an inch. I want to get better than that. Around this right here, 7 whatever that was, 741 or whatever. I'd like even a little bit smaller than that, but this is 308, more kick. I'm not expecting what my 6.5 Creedmoor can do. You know, I get some 2s and 3s in there. I'm not expecting to get that with a 308. If I can get ½ inch or just a hair over, I'm happy with that. Now with my bench rest gun, if I'm over ½ inch, I'm kind of upset. I would like to definitely be well under half on that. So 2 groups back to back under an inch, and this one looks even better. Let's see what this one looks like here. Our last group of the day is 45.2. Yeah, no, those are the furthest 2 apart. That's looking like about it. 777. That's what I come up with. Actually, probably even a little smaller than that. Let me see here. Middle. Yeah, no, that's about right. So yeah, another, you know, 3/4 MOA. I'm happy with that. I definitely would like to get a little smaller, but first 50 rounds down the barrel, that's good. I'm happy with that. Yeah, so nothing really left to talk about. I'm going to get these reloaded back up. I may not show the next reloading just because I'm trying to get, you know, 150-ish. I was watching the Hornady podcast, and they were saying in their experience, and, you know, they're not be-all, end-all, but they said all of their pressure barrels and normal barrels pretty much normalize after about 70, 80 rounds. So I may not push full 200 round before I'm, you know, doing load development right out or straight out. I may end at about, or start load development and seeding depth tests and all that, probably around 80 to 100 rounds. Actually, I'll probably push it to 100. I think 200 is a little bit too much. I know some people say, you know, it speeds up after 200. I don't know. I haven't really seen that. And like I said, Hornady knows their shit as well, and they see around 80. For me, honestly, I don't notice my barrel speed up too much. Anything past 50 rounds, that's kind of what I've seen. But I'm just starting to use chronographs now too. You know, I had the Caldwell before, and I'll probably push it to about 100 and then start our normal load development, and I think that'll be good. And you know what? Hell, if it speeds up after 200, then great, I'll tell you guys. But that's probably what I'll do. Get this, both 22 Creedmoor and 308. I'll push it up to 200 rounds, and then we'll start our normal load, you know, what I normally do. So either way, that's it for the 308 for now. We'll get some more loaded up. Definitely push this up a little higher. Looks like my top charge was my smallest group, so yeah. Yeah, we'll definitely push it up higher then. I saw barely any pressure signs, so yeah, we can definitely go a little higher. Alright guys, that's it. I will see you guys in the next one.